Let's dive into Go modules and master dependency management in Go. We'll explore the module system, focusing on the structure of the go.mod file and semantic versioning. Furthermore, we'll see how to add, update, and manage project dependencies. Go modules are the official dependency management system for Go projects. They provide version dependencies, ensuring that your project always uses the correct versions of its dependencies. They also enable reproducible builds, meaning that your project can be built consistently across different environments, regardless of the specific versions of the installed dependencies. In short, you can be sure that your project will behave the same way everywhere. The go.mod file is the heart of Go modules. It defines your module's identity, specifies the Go version required, and lists all the project's dependencies. Here's an example structure. Module example.com/myapp. This line declares the module path, which is typically the repository where your code lives. Go 1.21 indicates the minimum Go version required to use this module. The require block lists the project's dependencies along with their versions. For example, github.com/gingonic/gin v1.9.1 specifies that the project depends on the Gin web framework, version 1.9.1. And github.com/lib/pqv1.119 specifies that the project needs the lib/pq library, version 1.10.9. Semantic versioning, or SemVer, is a versioning scheme used by Go modules and many other software projects. It follows the format X, Y, Z, where X is the major version, Y is the minor version, and Z is the patch version. The major version indicates breaking changes, such as incompatible API modifications. For example, version 2.0.0 indicates a major change that might require code updates. The minor version indicates new features that are backward compatible, like version 1.5.0. The patch version indicates bug fixes that don't introduce new features or breaking changes, like version 1.4.3. You can add dependencies to your Go project using the go-get command. For instance, go get github.com/gingonic/gin adds the Gin web framework as a dependency. Dependencies are also added automatically when you import them in your code. To specify a particular version, use @version. For example, go get github.com/lib/pq at v1.110.9 adds the lib/pq library, version 1.10.9. This makes sure that you are working on the required version of the project. To update your project's dependencies, use the go-get-u./x command. This updates all dependencies to their latest compatible versions, ensuring that you have the newest features and bug fixes. After updating, run go.mod tidy to clean up your go.mod file and remove any unused dependencies. The go.mod tidy command also updates the go.sum file, which contains checksums of your dependencies to ensure their integrity. The replace directive in the go.mod file allows you to replace a dependency with a different version or a local copy. For instance, replace github.com/old package equals github.com/new package v1.0.0 replaces github.com/old package with github.com/new package version 1.0.0 replaces example.com/package with a local copy located at /local package. Module replacement is useful for local development, where you might want to test changes to a dependency without publishing it, and for using forked versions of dependencies with custom modifications. Congratulations! You've mastered Go modules. Let's recap. The go.mod file defines your module's structure, including the module declaration, Go version, and dependencies. Semantic versioning, using the major-minor patch format, helps manage version compatibility. Dependency management involves adding and updating project dependencies with commands like go-get and go.mod tidy. Module replacement allows for local development and using forked versions. Remember these essential commands: go.mod init to initialize a new module, go-get to add dependencies, go.mod tidy to clean up the go.mod file, and go get-u to update dependencies.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit CodeLucky.com for more such useful content.